For those of you joining us for the first time, or let me know in the comments below if you're joining us for the first time. I do see some familiar names here, so some of you have probably joined us before. But for those of you that are new, the way that this works is we'll kind of spend about an hour here just to answer any questions you guys might have about the apparel decoration industry. We'll be talking about a particular topic today about outsourcing or digitizing, which we'll get into in just a bit. But whether you're joining us new or you've seen us before, we do this every single month so that we can interact with you guys, bring some value, answer any questions that you might have, and hopefully kind of learn something together. So I do see a lot of first timers here from YouTube. V Thomas, my first time. We got Jerry from Facebook, first time as well. William Ransom, also first time joining from YouTube. So a lot of first timers here. So welcome to all of you that are joining for the first time. It's great to see we're expanding the audience of people that see these lives. But for those of you that are kind of repeat viewers, welcome back. And before we kind of jump into today's topic about digitizing or outsourcing your digitizing, really catered towards the embroidery people. I kind of wanted to go over a couple of promos and flash sales that we have going on that you might want to take advantage of if you're interested. First and foremost, we got our embroidery machines. Obviously we have both our 7S and 8S models, the previous generations of embroidery machines on sale. We also have our newest generation of 10S control panels and machines such as the Marquee, the Swift XL, etc., that are equipped with the 10S control panel. So if you're interested in those are on sale as well. Everything you need comes with the package, not only the machine itself, as you can see on the screen there. That's the 20 needle MT 8S model, and then we also have the new 10S models there as well with the fully upgraded touchscreen panels. Got many different variety of models for you to choose from. All of them come with everything you need to get started. Different hoops of different sizes, cap attachments, and starter kits of threads, backings, and training included as well. And if you purchase a multi-head, meaning 2 heads and up, you also get free on-site training for 2 days with a technician on-site at your location. That's also something we offer for multi-head purchases. All right, so that's for the embroidery machine. So if you're interested to get started or even scale your business as you're looking to perhaps grow in your current decoration business, embroidery might be a good option to go with. Let me know also in the comments below if you're currently already doing embroidery, if you already have a machine of ours, or if you're thinking about getting started. That way I also get an idea of kind of the audience that I'm talking to. All of our machines also come with, as I mentioned, training, but also lifetime technical support, 7 days a week and after hours. One of the beauties of going with Ricoma that many people find, two things mainly. One, you're dealing directly with the manufacturer, so you cut out the middleman. You're dealing directly with the source as we manufacture our own machines. And number two is the quality of the training and support that you can get and trust in that we're the only one in the market that offers 7 days and after-hour support for the lifetime of you being a Ricoma customer, meaning you can call on the weekends if you have a question and not have to wait till Monday. That gives you the peace of mind to really kind of start or scale your embroidery business. And we offer the 7 days and after-hour support for all of our product lines, for that matter, whether it's embroidery or printing. So if you're interested to get started, check that out. My team will put a link in the description below, and you can contact one of our product specialists, and hopefully they can understand a bit more about what you're looking for. Okay, so I see some people here. Heidi Anderson says, I have the Swift and just getting started. Some people have the 1501 TC. I got an EM1010 for about 3 weeks. Steve Alkin here recently purchased the EM1010. Jerry here, MT2001 8S, purchased about a year ago. Okay, great. So it seems like some people have machines Some people currently have the MT1501. So it seems like most people here have a Ricoma machine. Um, let's see here. Courtney also MT1501 back in September 2023. Okay, great. So seems like a lot of people have their machines, but if you don't, or if you're looking to upgrade as your business takes off, we're always here to assist. And for those of you that do have a machine, also just want to let you know, because most people don't know this, that we also have a trade-in program for our machines. So if you're ever looking to upgrade, we're happy to discuss trade-in options with you, so that you can upgrade or scale your production with additional machines. That's something that a lot of people don't actually know, and a common question that we get asked a lot as well. So without having to talk to a product specialist, I'm here to tell you that you do get trade-in options with your machine. So if you didn't know before, now you know, and as your business scales, we're here to help. All right, moving on to some of the printers that we also offer. So for those of you that don't know, Ricoma also offers different lines of digital printing equipment to help complement your embroidery business or your decoration business in general. We'll start off with the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer. It's an all-inclusive bundle with everything you need to get started, as is with every one of our product lines and product packages. For the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer, you not only get the printer itself, but also the heat press to be able to transfer designs printed on these pieces of film paper to then transfer them onto different garments and different surfaces. You can think of this as like a white toner DTF printer. That's a more desktop compact version that uses toner instead of ink, so less maintenance involved versus an inkjet printer. And this is a great option for people that are looking to get started in the industry. So if you have a limited budget, you're just starting out, you don't have a ton of space, this will be the perfect machine to kind of get you started with printing. You can print on garments, and you can print on hard surfaces as well with a special hard surface paper that we also offer here at Ricoma. So you can see there what's included in the Luminaris 200 bundle. You not only have the printer, you can get the heat press, you get the paper, obviously the set of toner cartridges to be able to, it's like your ink, but it's again a toner, so it's like dry powder instead of liquid ink. You get the Vivid Rip software, which is a software necessary for you to rip your designs from your computer to the printer so that it can be in a format that the printer can read. So all of that is included with your packages. And then if you choose to go to the premium bundle and upgrade, you get more supplies, a larger size paper with the legal size paper, as well as other like Teflon paper and stuff like that to get you more supplies in the package for you to get started with. The one good thing about this printer that also some of you might not know is that not only is it kind of a white toner direct to film printer that it's kind of compact and you can use as a DTF printer on your desktop, it also can double as a sublimation printer. So we offer sublimation toner cartridges where you can purchase a sublimation toner cartridge kit, and then once you purchase that, you can then put those into the machine, swap out the existing toners, essentially kind of interchange one for the other, put in the sublimation toner cartridges, and then be able to print sublimation. Then you can do sublimation on t-shirts, on mugs, and then you can use just regular office paper for that as well. So the sublimation toner cartridges are super helpful if you're looking to kind of turn your individual machine into essentially two different functions. Can be able to print white toner transfer, white toner DTF, or be able to do sublimation as long as you have the sublimation toner kit. And not to mention, the printer itself can also just do regular office printing. If you want to do office printing, you just put in the CMYK cartridges, meaning you put in the black instead of the white toner cartridge. When you want to print on T-shirts, then you put in the white toner cartridge. And then when you want to print, when you want to do sublimation, then you put in the sublimation toner cartridge. So it's very versatile in terms of being able to swap out these different machines, these different cartridges rather, and be able to kind of turn your machine into multiple different functions. So you already getting three different printers in one, with an office printer to print on, black ink or color onto white pieces of paper. You can have it as a white toner transfer printer, white toner DTF printer to transfer onto different garments and different surfaces, even mugs. Or you can have it as a sublimation toner printer to be able to do sublimation with it when you have the sublimation toner kit. So very versatile printer and super kind of user friendly and low budget for you to get started with, and especially very compact if you don't have a ton of space. All right, so that's a good option for people that are just kind of getting their feet wet with t-shirt printing. This will be something to look at. All right. Moving on, if you're kind of a step further in the process, and you kind of what I consider kind of the middle tier of the printing solutions that we offer, would be the Vision DTG printer that we offer. That is the direct-to-garment printer that we have, and as the name says, it would you're able to print directly onto the garment itself, not having to do this kind of heat transfer process. It is still rather compact. It can fit onto a kind of sturdy workstation, and you can load t-shirts, hoodies, polos, flat items onto the platen and be able to print very, very quickly, directly onto that garment. Obviously, you need to pre-treat the shirt first, which we provide you in the package with everything you need. The starter package with pre-treatment liquid, even a Wagner spray gun to kind of to pre-treat. You can even upgrade the bundle so that you can get a pre-treatment machine, like an automatic pre-treatment machine, so you can kind of spot pre-treat and make it more automated in the spray instead of a handheld spray gun with the premium bundle. So we're actually having a sale on these, and I forgot to mention on the Luminaires 200 white toner transfer printers as well. Both of these are on quite a big sale currently. So contact our product specialist to get the latest pricing. I believe that they're anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 off the previous price. So take advantage of that if you're looking to kind of get started with direct to garment printing. I would put in this category of digital printing people that are kind of have an established business, or even just kind of looking to start, but starting at a little bit of a bigger scale, have a little bit more budget. It is around the the price point probably start around the mid 14,000 range, 14 to 15,000 range on the printer itself, on the package rather, versus the kind of $4,000 to $5,000 range on the white toner transfer printer. So you're looking at a bigger investment, but you're able to print at faster speeds, and it's not a transfer, it's direct onto the garment, so the feel is going to be much different in terms of the final finish. So this is why it's kind of the next step up from the white toner transfer printers. So if you're looking to get started with that, contact our product specialist, and we'll be happy to help you with that and get you into a package that can fit your needs. All right, and then last but not least, on kind of the highest tier of digital printing currently that we offer would be the roll-to-roll DTF printer. So if you remember on the white toner, it's the white toner DTF, more on a desktop version, smaller print sizes, and really kind of a startup machine. For the Revel DTF printers that we offer two different ones, the Revel 2402 T and the Revel 1202 TA, which is both a 24-inch roll-to-roll DTF printer or a 12-inch roll-to-roll DTF printer. So you can see that the footprint of these are going to be much larger. They do need a special power hookup for the dryer and the shaker, basically, but it's very automated in terms of printing off of the machine in rolls, goes through the powder shaker to get powder on the back of the design, and then goes through the dryer to kind of bake the powder onto the back of or melt the powder onto the back of the design, to then come out in a finished sheet that you can cut and transfer onto a different garment. So very automated process. You can see there on the picture at the end of that, it comes off as a roll and it just kind of rolls itself into finished rows of designs that you can cut then to transfer onto garments or to sell them as individual transfer sheets for your customers for their custom designs. And then they can just take a heat press and press it on to their garments. So this is kind of like the big brother of the white toner transfer DTF printer, and so people that get into this are have a larger budget and have the volume to justify the investment that they're making, right? Because you're talking about around the $20,000 mark in terms of the initial investment, and depending on what package you get different supplies and different things that come with it. And it's for people that kind of have that established business and have the clientele to be able to print on a regular basis. You can print upwards of over 100 designs in under an hour with this printer. So you can even, because of the large I guess print area on the 24-inch wide printer, you can put them as gang sheets, and then what in the industry calls gang sheets, and put different designs on the back of the film. As you can kind of see in the middle of the screen there, you have different designs all kind of layered and staggered onto one particular film sheet, and then be able to kind of print large volume of designs in one run. So that's kind of helpful for an established business and people that are looking to really kind of take it to the next level with digital printing. I did forget to mention, if we can go back to the DTG printer on the Vision DTG, I've got to mention that the DTG printer can also double as a DTF printer. So for those of you that don't know, not only can you print directly onto the garment, this printer can also double as a direct to film printer as well. It's just not roll to roll; it's single sheets, right? So that's why I place it kind of in the middle in terms of these three product lines on digital printing. You got the white toner DTF, you got the DTG that can also double as a DTF, but individual sheets, and then you have the roll to roll DTF that's more for volume and large scale runs. So if you purchase the premium bundle for the Vision DTG printer, you do get this DTF starter kit. So that comes with the film sheets to be able to print DTF using your DTG printer. You get the powder, you get the funnel to kind of pour the powder, as well as the powder bottle, everything you need to kind of to be able to print DTF using your direct-to-garment printer. So I did forget to mention that. So that all three products that we offer can essentially do DTF. You got the white toner at the smaller scale, white toner DTF printer printing individual sheets. You got the direct-to-garment that can also double as a DTF, printing individual sheets, and then you got the large-scale roll-to-roll DTF that can print large volume and large runs. All right, so if you're interested in any of that, contact our team, and we've got the links down in the chat below, and you can get in touch with us. All right. One or two other things. We do have 2 flash sales going on. So for those of you that are joining live, it's your lucky day or lucky next couple of days to take advantage of this flash sale. You'll be the only one to know of this flash sale that's going on. So if you have an interest to kind of buy any accessories, heat presses, anything on our website, on our e-commerce store at shop.ricoma.com, if you use the code RIC10, that's RIC10, RIC10. If you use that between now and Friday, you get 10% off plus free shipping on heat presses, sewing machines, and vinyl cutters at shop.ricoma.com. All right, that ends this Friday at 6 p.m. So yeah, this Friday, March 15th, that code will expire. If you are looking to add any heat presses, sewing machines, to kind of sew on patches to your jackets or hats, these are great for using these sewing machines to sew on these patches that you embroider, or you can get a heat press to kind of do like heat transfer patches as well, heat activated patches when you have the kind of heat bond on the back of the patches, or if you're looking to kind of use a vinyl cutter, do heat transfer vinyl, we have packages for that as well. All of those are 10% off when you use the code RIC10. All right, so that is valid between now and Friday. Last but not least, how before I get into that, I wanted to kind of know how many people here have heard about Deco Summit or have been to Deco Summit in the past. Let me know in the comments below. Deco Summit is one of the events that we hold annually. This will be, I believe, is it our fourth or fifth annual Deco Summit, and it will be happening again in Miami, Florida, later this summer at the end of August. And so let me know in the comments below. We also have a flash sale going on for that, which I'll get into in just a second. But let me know in the comments below if you have been to Deco Summit before, or if you have heard about Deco Summit, or are intending to attend the Deco Summit this year. We'll kind of play a quick video just to show everyone what Deco Summit is about, what kind of the past experiences has been like, and then I'll kind of go into the flash sale that we have going on also between now and Friday at the end of that video. So let's go ahead and cue that up. The content is just the start of it. The networking and the relationships that you'll build today and throughout the weekend is well worth the trip. It's well worth the trip.
So the experience is getting better and better every year.
Just started a business, you're intermediate or you're advanced, there's something for you at Deco Summit.
It has been absolutely mind-blowing so far.
Deco Summit experience is awesome.
Deco Summit is not like any other trade show that we're used to attending. It is a true summit.
It gives you a lot of insight on upcoming projects, machinery.
I love the networking, the camaraderie. Everyone here is so friendly. You can ask anyone anything and they will give you the information.
Then coming here and seeing all these different presenters not only answered questions for us, but it just lit off the light bulbs on all these other ideas and opportunities that we should have been capitalizing all along.
And the staff at Ricoma is just fantastic. They've been so helpful answering all of our questions.
If it's something that you want to do, you want to expand your business, just take the leap of faith. Come on over. You meet so many people, you learn so many things.
I just think learning anything new is worth doing, and it's been a very worthwhile experience.
And it's just a whole bunch of people who are interested in the same thing that you're interested in, so it's a perfect place to come.
I enjoyed every moment of this conference.
Go big or go home.
All right, so that was kind of a quick overview of Deco Summit and what it's about. It's basically a 3-day educational conference, the only one in the industry that that is at this scale. To be able to offer a place for apparel decorators to gather, learn from each other, network, and really seminar and educational based, right? Sure, there's kind of a trade show floor. You can kind of see the latest technology. We showcase a lot of the kind of demonstrations with our machines and showcase the latest tech, but it's very educational focused. It's not like your typical trade show where you go around and just visit different booths and buy stuff, right? That's not the sole purpose of what Deco Summit is about. It's really an educational conference, a summit, a true summit that brings together apparel decorators from all over the world. Last year we had people attend from Australia and Italy, so people all over the world kind of fly in to learn about different apparel decoration methods, hone their craft and perfect their skills, learn about the marketing and the business side of things, how to scale their apparel decoration business, learn from others that have been there and done that and have been through it, and hear from other speakers and network with like-minded individuals, all encompassing in a 3-day summit. So I already saw some questions come in, as well as some people making comments about I've heard of it but never been. And I'll kind of address some of those questions shortly. But I did want to kind of let people know about the details of it, as you probably saw through the video. It will be this year in Miami, Florida, at the Hilton by the airport. August 21st to the 23rd. All right, so that's a three-day event. You have the seminars, as I mentioned. There's two types of tickets: general admission tickets and VIP tickets. And for the GA tickets, that gets you access to kind of all the seminars, all of the networking events, and all of that. The VIP tickets, the difference is that you get hands-on training, all right? You get specialized hands-on training that you sign up for in dedicated slots on a machine of your choosing. And we have different seminars, different sessions focused on different machines. So if you have a particular machine, you can sign up, for that particular session. That's something that you don't get in the GA tickets, but GA you get access to everything else in terms of the demos, the demo classes, digitizing classes. If you're looking to learn how to digitize, you get different business seminars, hear from speakers, networking events, and all of that. And then on top of that, the VIP tickets, you do get the two hands-on training classes for an embroidery machine or a printer of your choice, and you get access to the VIP exclusive after party. So those are the two perks, and people really love the kind of hands-on training aspect of it, because then not only do we provide the training, after you get your machine, but this is really kind of the opportunity to be hands-on, ask questions with the technicians, kind of in that more intimate setting, to kind of learn the machine inside and out. All right. So with that said, we do have the flash sale going on between now and Friday. Some people have mentioned, I've heard of it, like for example, this person here heard of it but never been able to afford it. Well, this is kind of your chance to take advantage of the flash sale if you want to get a discount on that. If you use the code DS Live 10, that's essentially the Deco Summit Live 10, DS Live 10 there in the highlighted yellow box there on the bottom of your screen. You will get 10% off your ticket when you purchase the tickets at decosummit.com. By the way, all of the details of the event is on decosummit.com. You feel free to visit there. That code DS Live 10 will be valid between now and Friday to kind of give you some extra discount on those ticket prices. And at the end of this live stream, we'll also be giving away one general admission ticket to Deco Summit. All right, so maybe for those of you that are kind of on the fence and waiting, you can kind of see if you're the winner of that, and then if you're not, there's always the DS Live 10 code that you can take advantage of between now and Friday to buy the ticket and attend in person. Okay, so I did see someone here with a comment here. So this person on YouTube says, I will be attending this year free for all Ricoma customers. So it's not free. However, we do have a special discount for Ricoma customers. So speak with your account rep on that. And we'll also be sending out an email to Ricoma customers only on the promotional code for the discount on your tickets if you're a Ricoma customer. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably send that out towards the end of this week as well, so that you can take advantage of that of those discount codes once that goes live. But for those of you that are not a Ricoma customer, you can still use the code DS Live 10 and get the flash sale between now and Friday. All right, so like Tony Sparks here says, I've heard about it, saw the videos, planning to attend if it coordinates with my schedule. Well, we've got essentially about 5.5 months till the event. People sometimes start planning now, planning their travel schedules, but we still have quite a few months to go, but it'll be around before you know it. So definitely take advantage of the prices of the tickets now, because they're only going to go up, right? As time goes on, this will be the lowest the tickets will ever be in terms of price. So with that said, it is helpful if you get into the tickets now than later. Okay, all right, so with that said, we'll kind of jump into today's topic. We'll quickly gloss over that. We got about 25 minutes left here. So we'll kind of go through the topic about outsourcing your digitizing. Feel free to ask any questions about Deco Summit or anything else that you want to ask. We'll kind of get through that as we go about this live stream. And then after that, we'll kind of just take general Q&A on any questions you guys might have. So before we get started, I kind of wanted to know if anyone here, so actually before I jump into that, some people were asking about the recordings about Deco Summit. So yeah, there are recordings that are available, but you have to attend, right? Like it's for people that attend or buy the ticket, and then you can also buy the recording if you have a ticket purchase. You can't just purchase the recording, because then it defeats the purpose of having the event. The purpose is for people to kind of show up, talk to others, network with others, and then if you miss some of the classes or if you want a refresher, this is what the recording is for. People there's a lot of sessions going on, a lot of information, and so you can purchase the recording on top of your attendee ticket. All right, with that said, on digitizing, let me know in the comments below if you're currently doing embroidery, if you're outsourcing your digitizing, all right? Or if you do your digitizing in-house, let me know of that as well. Today's topic will really be focused around whether or things that you should probably keep an eye out for and know when you're outsourcing your digitizing, so you don't kind of fall into the different pitfalls and mistakes that others make. All right, but I would say that most people starting out, and generally what I would recommend for those as well, is that when they're starting out and you have no idea how to do embroidery, and you get one of our machines, the first thing to do is probably learn the machine first, then to learn the digitizing. So if you're making that investment, it's best to outsource your digitizing at first until you're ready to bring it in-house, and you can always have that option, because if you're learning from scratch, you have to, if you're learning digitizing and how to embroider, like the best practices of embroidery, it can get a little bit overwhelming, especially if you have no prior experience. But if you already had prior experience, that learning curve for embroidery could be faster for you, and you could do the digitizing in-house. So it really depends on your situation. So we got a couple of people here that says, okay, they're outsourcing. John Dean here, also outsourcing. Charlotte Miller is in-house and outsource. You got some people here that's in-house. Okay. And also here, outsource. Janelle Porter here, I've outsourced, but I've also digitized some of the simpler designs. Okay, so a little bit of a combination. All right, so you see that, so anyways, there's people that probably more than half of the people here have said that they're outsourcing their digitizing. So this is what kind of the main focus of this topic is when you're outsourcing your digitizing, there are a couple of things that I want to just mention for you guys to keep in mind and avoid some of the pitfalls. All right, the first thing is you probably want to make sure you research who the digitizer is. And the best way to do this is, go on the forums, go on the Facebook groups, different groups that people, are all doing embroidery, and just ask around, right? Ask around who do they use for digitizer. And more often than not, they'll always recommend kind of a handful of people that are very active in the digitizing space. So those that are very trusted and they use a lot will obviously get mentioned very frequently, and everyone is kind of using them. It's like any contractor, right? That you're outsourcing to. Those that are good are generally recommended a lot, and they're quite busy. So there's a trade-off in that you will know that the quality is probably good, but it'll probably be a little bit difficult to kind of get your job prioritized over everything else that they're doing. So something to consider. But I would say that starting out, if you're not rushed on time, definitely try to find ones that are quality, and make sure that you do your research on who you're dealing with as the digitizer. All right. Beyond that, I also want to mention that when you do find a quality digitizer, try to find ones that will also offer samples. Not everyone does this, but it is a differentiator for those that do offer samples versus those that don't. Because when you offer samples, essentially they're making sure that whatever they digitize is being sewn out in a design so that they make sure that it's digitized properly before they send it to you. It also means that they probably have an embroidery machine to embroider the samples, and that's going to be a much more serious digitizer than those that are not so serious and just have the software, right? So kind of having the capability to offer you samples is also a differentiator for a lot of digitizers that you can vet out to make sure that they are of quality. And if they're testing their samples, they can make tweaks to it, make sure it's embroidering out well before they give it to you. So you just get that extra peace of mind when it's time to deliver the actual product. Next, if you're outsourcing your digitizing, as I'm sure some of you have noticed, you have to be very clear in your communication as to what you need. And this is the part where maybe beginners kind of stumble upon in not knowing exactly what type of criteria to communicate to the digitizer on what they need. You got to be clear on what type of garment you're embroidering on, right? Is it a flat item? Is it a cap? Because those are going to be digitized differently. So you got to give the clear instructions to the digitizer in terms of the size, what kind of, is it going to be a 3D puff? Is it going to not be 3D puff, just regular? Are you going to use any specialty threads like metallic threads in a particular section of the design? So they all can tweak the digitizer in those sections accordingly to give the best results, right? So that requires you to be very clear in your communication, and the more complex those set of instructions are, the more time it might take for them to get it right, especially if you're looking for a high quality output. So make sure you're communicating your specifications early, and make sure that you're communicating very clearly as to what you expect, the type of garments you're embroidering on, etc., and as specific as you can get so that they have all the instructions that they need to make sure that they are digitizing a design that is corresponding to what you'll be embroidering on to give you the best results. All right, that's also another thing, and this communication issue is also important, especially when you're dealing with kind of quality digitizers that they have a lot of backlog of other customers, right? Because everyone's giving them jobs to do. Then you want to make sure that to avoid that back and forth, you want to give it all in one shot, all the instructions, so that you avoid having to have them redigitize something because you didn't give the instructions clearly, and that can not only cost you more, but also delays in terms of the deliverable, and then therefore you kind of miss your deadline to fulfill the item to your client. Okay, so make sure that you understand that. Second to last thing is that you need to understand their turnaround time, and this is also important, not only on the quality, but you want people that are that can give you quality results, but are also fairly quick. You don't want to wait 2-3 days to get a digitized design back, and if that's your turnaround time, it can get quite cumbersome when you try to kind of plan out your work schedule and fulfill the orders for your customers. So turnaround time on top of quality is also something that you want to consider, and just know that if you're looking for someone that is going to be good and giving you good quality and give you a fast turnaround time, it's probably going to be on the pricier side. So you want to balance that, and that's my last point here. Obviously, evaluating the price, right? There are plenty of digitizers that are out there. Not all of them are good. Some of them are very, very inexpensive and cheap. You can get a left chest logo digitized for $10. That might not necessarily be the best quality. They can give it to you rather quickly, but you might have to go several rounds of back and forth to get it right, or you might sew out and it has a bunch of thread breaks or issues in the embroidery process because they're not sampling it, they're not giving you a sample, and they're doing it very, very quickly. Some even will just auto digitize it using the auto digitizing function in the embroidery software and give that to you, right? So that's not what you want, and you want to make sure that you're both balancing quality turnaround time, and the price. Just know that out of those three, it's like that. It's like that triangle. With each of these factors that you're looking for at the edge of at the corner of each of the triangle, you can only pick two out of those three, right? If it's going to be good quality and fast, it's probably not going to be very cheap. If it's going to be fast and cheap, it's probably not very good, right? So you can only kind of balance two out of the three on those factors, and so make sure that you're finding someone that you can pay a little bit extra for and have that peace of mind. Or if you're more on a budget, then be ready to have to go several rounds to get the design right. Which brings to kind of all of this to say, to kind of wrap things up, in that you should probably also at some point know basic digitizing fundamentals. Not just to kind of be able to make simple edits by yourself, as some of you have mentioned. I outsource, but I also do some of the designs in-house, the simple ones, or edit some of the designs in-house. That's great, and can add value to that. But overall, knowing how to digitize and knowing how digitizing works will definitely make you a better embroiderer overall, because you know how push and pull compensation works, you know how tension works, and you know the different types of stitches and the stitch length and the density. You know all of these things that make embroidery what it is, because really, more than half of the output of embroidery is dependent on the digitizing. If it's garbage in, garbage out. If you give it wrong instructions and poor quality instructions, you're going to get a bad sew out, right? Those of you, I'm sure, have had those type of experience. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with that statement or not. But really, if you are putting good quality digitizing in to your machine, the machine is just executing a set of instructions, right? So if you have good quality instructions in, you're going to get good output. But to have the good quality instructions in, you have to know how digitizing works and what makes good digitizing, and that's a skill on its own that needs to be honed and practiced. So but knowing that as an embroiderer will make you much more efficient and much more qualified of an embroiderer as well. Not just because you can offer that service to your customer, you can also just be much better at spotting issues with your design and be like, oh yeah, that it doesn't work that way, or that's not optimal, and be able to change it on the fly. So knowing basic fundamentals on digitizing can only help you as an embroiderer. It can't hurt, even if you outsource. All right, so with that said, I kind of that was the topic I wanted to talk about. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. For the last kind of 10 minutes of this, we'll kind of go over any questions you guys might have, and or about the thing we talked about digitizing, about Deco Summit, or anything else that we discussed. This is a great question from JC Productions. I wanted to know, have you guys thought about having in-house digitizers, knowing the fact that you have the very best of the best, so that you know that your machines are always going to sew out the very best? Great question, JC. And in fact, that has been an idea that was thrown around recently. We are looking to because we already do some of the digitizing in-house, right? We have people in here that knows how to digitize, and we have trainers that train customers on digitizing. So we're looking to somehow structure a digitizing service to be able to offer to our customers, not only to help you guys, but to also kind of be able to troubleshoot any digitizing issues that you guys might have running into your designs on our machines. So it kind of like you said, it couples the best of the best with knowing our product, our hardware, and knowing kind of digitizing in-house to couple with our machines, and then provide that to our customers, provide that type of service to our customers. So it's interesting that you mentioned that, because that's been an idea that has been marinating in the background, and I believe we'll kind of do that sometime later this year. So that is something that we're looking to, we're kind of exploring and seeing kind of what's the best way to position it. But we understand that there is a need from our customers to do digitizing, to get designs digitized, and so why not for us to provide that service, knowing that it works on our machines. Jerry Melton says, are there any plans for training on Chroma and the My Ricoma customer portal? So Great question, and there's already Chroma trainings on on the My Ricoma customer portal. If you log into there and go under your Chroma product, which you should have, there's a whole schedule on when you can sign up for what types of topics covering Chroma. So that is already a service that we offer to our customers that have Chroma in the customer portal in the My Ricoma portal, and you just got to log in and schedule it. All right, so we have that every single week. Sherry Bell says, tried outsourcing in the beginning, didn't go so well, so I'm doing it myself. That can happen if you don't have a kind of a vetted digitizer that you work with. Evelyn Warner says, first and best thing to learn. I assume it's just a general question. The first thing that I would learn is on the machine, all right? So if you're just getting started, learn the machine before you learn the digitizing. Jim Miller says, is there a number I can call to discuss pricing, shipping, and other details with someone? Of course. I'll give you the number right now. If you want to take a pen to write it down, it is 305-418-4421. All right, 305-418-4421. I believe it's also on our landing page, is it? On the top of our landing page? No? Right top corner? No? Okay. That's something that we should probably add on to the pages for the products. The right top corner on the phone number to call. But Jim, if you want to just call 305-418-4421. I believe it's press number 2 for sales. You can talk to someone about pricing, shipping, and all of that stuff. Jerry Melton also asks, is the Deco Summit in Florida the same as the one that was in Long Beach, California? So, no, the one in Long Beach, California was a trade show, and that's where a lot of vendors go, and you're really kind of just walking around and looking at different booths. Deco Summit is a complete different experience. It's night and day compared to a trade show. You're talking about actual seminars to learn, and it's more educational. It's not kind of looking at different vendors and checking out what their products are. It's actually kind of focused on learning about the business, learning how to do marketing, learning how to grow your business, learning how to run your business. You got business seminars, hands-on embroidery machine trainings, on the printers as well. There's also hands-on printer trainings, open Q&A sessions, classroom-style demonstrations, hands-on Chroma software training. Right, product expo, that's kind of more your trade show. You kind of show the product and you kind of see product demonstrations. Ask the technician any questions, software demonstrations. I also have a course, a private lunch that you can, if you're a ticket holder, you can also add on to your ticket for the first day. There's a private lunch where we'll be talking about pricing. So not only do you get access to myself, it's limited to 25 seats only. So it's a very intimate setting, and we talk about pricing, ask any questions, and you also get a fully catered lunch from the Hilton, which is a good quality lunch for that. So you not only learn, but you also get fed. So that's kind of what that's for. But you need to be a ticket holder and an attendee to add that on as an additional course. Someone asked on YouTube, where can I buy parts for my machine? So you can go to shop.ricoma.com, our online e-commerce store. There's a section called parts. You can kind of browse there. Those are the most common parts. And if you can't find something on there, go and submit a ticket at ricoma.com/support. And that way, and then put on your drop down, you're looking for parts, and then that will get routed to the parts department to be able to assist you. But the most commonly requested parts are on our website. You can go to shop.ricoma.com. We can show that right now if we could. Shop.ricoma.com, and then on the top section, it has parts and accessories. If you click on parts, then you're able to see that. So you see at the top there, accessories and parts, and then you go to the drop down, you go to parts. And then you got all the parts here. You got bobbin cases, frame brackets, needle threaders, right? You got needles. You got like springs and cap strapping rods, rotary hook. Like those are the most common parts that people order. So we have those on our website. You can order it there. But if it's not there, you need something else, then you can submit a ticket, ricoma.com/support. And fill out the form there to send in a ticket, and then it'll get routed to the parts department. Okay. See what other questions. There were some other questions in the beginning. I scroll back up when I was talking about some of the machines, so I'll kind of answer some of this. So Team Beyond Everything, will the MT1501 have a marquee version? Yeah, so we have the marquee 2001. So it's essentially the MT 2001. So instead of 15 needles, it's 20 needles, and it has a new 10S panel. So that's what we offer now. Steve Alkin says, I like the trade-in. Are they doing more than I expected? Yeah, if you're looking to trade in the machine, then that will be something to consider. Bianca asked, does the trade-in apply to printers? Yes, it does. We have trade-ins on all of our products. James Alexander asked, so you can go back and forth between sublimation and DTF. Yes, I believe that you're referring to the white toner DTF printer. So yes, you can go between DTF, which is printing on the film sheets, to sublimation with the toner cartridges, with the sublimation toner cartridge kit. William Ransom says, I need that. I don't know what exactly you're referring to, but whatever you need, we're here to help. Leva asks, please share tips on how to embroider large images, flags, more accurately, where the image needs to be divided into multiple parts to continue the design as precisely as possible. So this is a digitizing and a hooping question. It's too technical to explain kind of how it all works. But essentially, if you have a really large design and you're looking to split it, it does take some precision to actually get it lined up. That's why we offer like larger frames and sash frames to be able to. I don't know how big your flag is, but you know, just the regular hoops can go up to 22 by 14 inches, and then you have extended sash frames on particular machines. I don't know also what machine you have, but on particular machines you can get extended loaded sash frames that goes up to 48 by 20 or 48 by 14, depending on the machine. So 48 inches should be more than enough for most designs, and people do like sashes and stuff on them. But if you look at the lineup of a design, you gotta get it right on the digitizing. It's essentially two different files. You're embroidering one, and then you're loading the other, and then to get it lined up in the exact same spot, it takes a little bit of precision and knowing the kind of XY coordinates. You gotta kind of like almost know where the XY coordinates are, which shows on your screen, and where one ends, you gotta start with the other, and you gotta line that up in your digitizing as well. So you're embroidering two separate files. It's a little bit too difficult to explain, but it's also kind of not the most easy way to do it. That's why people opt in for the larger frames to be able to do it in one run, not have to rehoop. Maria Campos says, I got the Revo 1202. It's been great after getting used to the machine. Great. Love to hear that. V. Thomas asks, do the Mighty Hoops and Hoopmaster ever go on sale? Not really, because we don't, we're just reselling those, so. Steve asks, is a schedule overlapping? I mean, are there, for example, digitizing class at the same time as a cap embroidery class? Yes, and that's why there's recordings. For people that want to kind of go back and view everything. There's people also bring a partner, bring a friend, bring a business partner or a family member to attend together, and then they go to different sessions. But even then, there's a lot of information, right? So you can attend different sessions, but there's multiple sessions happening at the same time. And also you want to retain all the information, even if you take copious notes. It's also good to kind of go back and view everything with the recording. Lee Ford says, we're shopping around for an embroidery machine and possibly the white toner printer. So we actually have a stitch and print bundle. So if you're interested in that, you can get an embroidery machine and a printer, and we give you a bundle price that's cheaper than buying it separate. So if you're interested in the stitch and print bundle, contact our product specialist, our sales team, and then they'll be able to offer that to you. Cost for VIP on the tickets, I believe it's $9.95 or $8.95. Okay, so it's $9.95 for the VIP tickets. That's for the early bird special. I believe they go up to like $12.95 in a month, and then goes up to like $15.95 thereafter. So the prices are only going to go up if you use the code DSLive10. As we mentioned on this live stream, from now till Friday during the flash sale, you get 10% off. So instead of $9.95, you save like $100. So, all right. So in about a month and a half, April 26th, it will go up to $11.95. So it'll go up to $200. Okay, I think those are most of the questions. Lee Ford also asks, what do you recommend for people just starting out? If you're just starting out with embroidery, I assume you're asking, just go with a commercial single head machine. You know, if you're being serious with taking off your embroidery business, or having your embroidery business take off and you're serious about it, either the TC 1501 or the MT 1501 could be a good way to start. If you want a little bit more extra, you can go with the 20 needle and get the latest 10S panel, the Marquis 2001 or the Swift 1501. So either of those options will be good to start. Carl Scruggs says, not sure why my 10S screen won't connect to my home internet. That's something you can troubleshoot with our support team. It could just be a Wi-Fi issue. And then, can you send images straight from Chroma Inspire to the Marquee 2001 via Wi-Fi? Yes, absolutely. That is one of the benefits of having Chroma, so that it connects directly to your machine and you can send designs that way. Janelle Porter, I had a dual computer crash last late fall. I need to reinstall Chroma Lux on my second laptop. I have already used the second computer install. Who do I need to speak to get the ability to install on the other new laptop? You need to submit a ticket to support, ricoma.com/support, and they can help you with that. Yeah, want to learn digitize? Any recommendations? Yep, go to our Chroma digitizing channel. There's some free content there. Or purchase Chroma and be a part of our customer portal. There's weekly webinars, multiple webinars, I think like 2 or 3 every single week on different topics on how to digitize. Kathy Bailey asks, I'm handicapped. Is the hotel at Deco Summit accommodating? Yeah, there's, I think there's plenty of accommodations. G. Vasquez, where do I find Chroma training? In the Ricoma customer portal. This person says, I started with EM1010, never had a problem. I'm still learning and watching all the video tutorials, etc. Great. And if you want to learn more, come to Deco Summit later this summer. All right. So I think I went through pretty much all of the questions. We got some questions on Instagram as well. This person says on Instagram, I ordered my Vision DTG machine. Definitely want to go to Deco Summit. Yep, there will be some hands-on training on the DTG machines as well. Caesar says, I'm from Mexico City. I'd like to buy a machine with you, but how can I get it? Fill out a contact form. Go to ricoma.com/contact us. Right, and then fill out a form, and then we have distributors in Mexico that can be able to assist you with that. Three Cabs was asking about in-person training. If you're looking for in-person training, there is an additional cost. If you don't have a multi-head machine, just contact ricoma.com. Go to ricoma.com/support, submit a ticket, and then say that you want to schedule a in-person training, and they'll be able to quote you on that and get you scheduled. How can I buy an embroidery machine on your website? It's not purchased directly from the website, but if you fill out a form, a salesperson is able to contact you, understand what you're looking for, which machine to best suit your needs, and then place the order that way. Okay, all right, that's pretty much all the time we got for today. I already went through most of the questions, and thank you guys for asking all these thoughtful questions. Jeff Dowdle says, I went to Deco last year and learned a lot. Great. Hopefully you come back again this year. And because every year there's a lot of new things and new changes. This year we're kind of unveiling a lot of new things as well as new strategies that we found that could be helpful for apparel decorators. Nelson, will the hoops for EM1010 work on the MT1501? No, they're not the same brackets, so they do not work across. Okay, regarding this, submitting a ticket, you need to go to ricoma.com/support. If you send an email to service@ricoma.com, it doesn't route your ticket the right way in terms of knowing what your issue is or what your inquiry is. Is it training related? Is it parts related? Is it technical support? So it's best to go to ricoma.com/support to submit a ticket rather than sending an email to service@ricoma.com. Okay? All right. With that said, we'll kind of just wrap everything up. I won't go into too much detail about all the different machines that we have going on for sale. Just I kind of wanted to recap two things. One, the two flash sales. Okay. So I already talked about Deco Summit. You do have a flash sale opportunity available between now and Friday. The DS Live 10 to get 10% off any ticket that you purchase. DS Live 10. And for, again, that's between now and Friday. And then for the shop, if you're looking to buy any heat presses, embroidery machines, any heat presses, sewing machines, or vinyl cutters to complement your embroidery machine or printer, you can use the code RIC10 at checkout for 10% off heat presses, sewing machines, and vinyl cutters. That also ends this Friday, March 15th. All right, those are the two things I wanted to mention. So with that said, we'll kind of wrap things up with the raffle on or the giveaway on who's going to be the one lucky winner for our Deco Summit General Admission ticket. And for that, it's going to be Lee Ford. Lee Ford from Facebook is going to be our winner for the giveaway for Deco Summit. One general admission ticket to Deco Summit. All right, so Lee, if you're there, please go ahead and type down in the message below and respond so we know that you're there. Lee Ford. Doesn't seem like Lee is there. All right, we'll give it a couple of more seconds. If he's not there, we'll kind of move on to another winner. Okay, we'll move on to another winner because it doesn't seem like Lee is responding. We want to make sure that you are here and stay all the way till the end, and that way we kind of get your information and then we can send you how to claim your ticket. All right, so the second option, all right, so the actual winner now this time is going to be Jerry Melton. Jerry Melton also from Facebook. Jerry, if you're there, please go ahead and comment so we know that you are there. There we go, Jerry. All right, Jerry Melton, you're the winner of one general admission ticket. Our team will reach out to you to get your information and give you instructions on how to claim that ticket on decosummit.com. So you get one general admission ticket. You can also upgrade that to a VIP ticket if you wish and just pay the difference. But you get a one general admission ticket for free. All right, so. With that said, thank you guys for joining. I did want to address kind of one other question this person had with Tanya. She's been having trouble figuring out where to get Chroma classes. I've probably answered this question 3 times already on this live stream. So if you go to your My Ricoma customer portal, all right, you can sign up for free training classes on Chroma, and there's several per week that we offer. So you just gotta know where to find that. So if you don't know what the customer portal is, if you bought a machine and then you have gone through your training, you should have logged into the customer portal. Go to your customer portal, go to your Chroma product box, and then down there's a whole section to sign up and schedule your webinar. Basically, it's different topics every single week, every single session. There's multiple sessions during the week, and you can sign up for anything that you would like. And then if you miss one, there's also, it goes on and on and on. It's perpetual. So we do this every single week. So it's there to help you guys. All right. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. If you're not following us on our social channels, they're down below on the screen there. We're on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok at Ricoma HQ, and then on YouTube, obviously at Ricoma TV. Some of you are joining us from YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you keep up to date with new videos as soon as they come out. And then we post some pretty entertaining stuff on TikTok and Instagram as well. We also do some giveaways on Instagram on Instagram stories. So if you're not following us on Instagram, might be a good time to do so. All right. So all of our social handles are down there. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you guys back here next month. All right. Thank you so much. Hope you found value out of what we talked about today, and we'll see you again back here next month.